Yeah, so Mark Wahlberg dropped a bombshell last month during an appearance at the UIC Pavilion in Chicago, speaking with Cardinal Blase Kupich. Wahlberg mentioned that he somewhat regretted starring in PTA's Boogie Nights, saying his role as Dirk Diggler was at the top of his list of poor career choices.
What the fuck
Wahlberg's thoughts went viral in no time, but the actor is here to clear the air somewhat, speaking to people on the Daddy's Home 2 red carpet.
Okay.
Wahlberg clarified his comments and explained why he said what he did. I was sitting in front of a couple of thousand kids talking about and trying to encourage them to come back to their faith. And I was just saying that I just hope he has a sense of humor because I maybe made some decisions that may not be okay with him, Wahlberg said. Him, I guess, meaning God. In Wahlberg's original comment, the actor said, I just always hope that God is a movie fan and always forgiving because I've made some poor choices in my past. Boogie Nights is up there at the top of this list. The actor says having a family has changed his perspective on the type of movie and roles he accepts. Wahlberg doesn't necessarily regret starring in Boogie Nights, which is often cited as his dramatic breakthrough, but he probably would never take a role like Dirk Diggler now that he's a father. I don't want to compromise my artistic integrity or choices based on my faith or family, but I also have other things to consider. Being a little bit older and a little wiser, the idea of having to explain that movie and the reason behind it to my kids is another issue, Wahlberg told People. Crazy.
But you probably wouldn't have much of an acting career. Is that considered? Like, this was like a pretty significant breakout role for him. I don't know if he realizes that.
It's an awesome movie. Yeah, it's a great fucking movie. I mean, what's he talking about?
Yeah.
Love this fucking movie.
But like, what, it's not... The whole point about like not being able to explain it to your kids is like, what do you not understand like what the movie is about? Or like what it's saying? Like, what do you mean? You're like an actor, right?
No,
Isn't
he's
it, like, your job?
he just sees like porno, and then you see my dick at the end. That's all he like sees in the movie.
I guess like Transformers is easy to explain to a child, but something complex and full of like thematic depth.
Even though this movie's like much better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and like he clears the point. It's a great fucking movie. Like, it was incredibly well received, and I don't think he's gonna have a problem explaining it. Yeah, I love this fucking movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. And like the difference was, I was reading about like Burt Reynolds, like he was clashing with PTA throughout the whole process.
Yeah, that's right.
But I don't know, it doesn't take anything away from the movie. It kind of weirdly works for that character, and it doesn't ruin his performance. You would never really know that, like watching it, you know?
Yeah.